All right, y'all, it's that time of year. It's time to start up the 2026-2027 hunting season. Let's go. Good morning, America. Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Today, as I mentioned, we are going to be kicking off the 2026-2027 hunting season. And we're going to do that with squirrel hunt. So got the old dusty trusty 20 gauge out, and we're going to go back here and see what we can find as far as some squirrels, some bushy tails. Last night, in order to prep for this, I did spray down my shirt that I'm wearing and the pants that I'm wearing and my shoes with some permethrin spray. Trying out a different brand. In the past I've used Sawyer's. Now I'm going to try out, I think it's Rebel. Could be wrong. But anyway, almost back to the woods now. So, just got Roslyn on the bus. Figured I'd try to get a quick squirrel hunt in. Anyway, let's see what happens. That sun may end up presenting a problem. Dang, it really grew up in here. Oh, that was his head. Alright, where are you at? Glare of the sun's making it difficult. I had a perfect shot at that squirrel's head, but I couldn't tell if it was his head or his tail. There's a squirrel. Down there, see if I got him. Pretty sure I did, but I didn't see it go down. Did I miss? He was in that tree right there. I don't know how I would have freaking missed with a shotgun, but you know, it looks like I missed. Oh, nope, there he is. I found him. He's not in a great spot though. There you go. First animal harvested, 2026-2027. Being said, I've seen a lot of squirrels down in this corner. So I'm gonna go sit down and let the woods calm down a little bit. Yeah. Sit down and let the woods calm down. You guys have been following the channel for any significant length of time. You'll know that I absolutely love squirrel hunting. One of the things I love most about squirrel hunting is it's very accessible. You don't need any of the fancy equipment. You don't even need to wear camouflage. Now I am today because I just have a long sleeve shirt that I wanted to wear because I'm terrified of ticks. But it's very, very accessible. Just really need a place to go and some sort of harvest mechanism, some sort of pew-pew, if you will. I think a lot of deer hunters started off squirrel hunting because it's very accessible. It teaches you how to be quiet, teaches you how to sit still, teaches you how to be patient. Then if you go as far as to add a dog into the mix, teaches you how to steady yourself for a shot, take your time. All around there's just a lot of stuff you could learn from squirrel hunting. Since I got my squirrel earlier, I have seen one more way over there. I wasn't able to pinpoint exactly where he was located though. So take that for what you will. But they're apparently already moving again. Anyway, I'm gonna settle back in here. Shut up. And see what happens. I'm only able to stay back here for about another 45 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna have to head up back to the house. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, there's a squirrel moving around over there. Slowly try to stalk over to it. Leave him here. I have to come back and get him. I don't have a whole lot of big property to hike, guys. So because of that, this is how I like to squirrel hunt. Sometimes I'll just sit down and let the squirrels come to me. But I'll be honest with you, that very seldom works. Usually what I do is sit down, wait to see a squirrel, and then try to get closer. Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about how you can use squirrel hunting to teach you to be a better hunter for everything else. You know, he's somewhere down in this corner, right over here somewhere. Don't know where. Exactly, so you gotta keep your eyes peeled. Oh, it's so tough with these leaves on. There he is. Just gotta get a shot at him. That's a far shot right this moment. That was a pretty far shot. Got him. Oh, fall. That sucks, guys. That sucks bad. Can't find him. Unfortunately, as happens sometimes, especially in early season, you can't really see them all that well. That really sucks though. I guess it's a part of it. Dang it. Sometimes they hit the ground and they're maybe just stunned and they run away. Hell, I don't know. I don't know. I do know that that sucks though. Damn it. So far I'm not shooting real well. I may have just scared him so he jumped down. Alright. Go set back up where I was. Again, sit there for 10 minutes or so. Let the woods calm back down. We'll see what happens. I'd like to get at least 2. Well, y'all, that didn't quite go as planned. Got bringing home one. Bringing home one squirrel. It got really hot and the wind started kicking up a little bit. Unfortunately, shooting 4 times tends to clear the woods out pretty quick, I think. Oh well. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the first squirrel hunt of the season. See y'all in a minute. Alright, y'all, so as you saw this morning, I went out, I was able to harvest 1 squirrel. So I want to come back, I want to get it cooked up for you guys. I am really craving some buffalo wings right about now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by using the Instant Pot to tenderize, I guess, the squirrel. So got 2 cups of chicken broth here. Add in my squirrel. And I'm not going to cook this completely. I'm just also going to add a little bit of buffalo seasoning here. Give that a little stir with this. Get a little whiskey with it. Okay. And then I'm going to put on the Instant Pot. And normally I would do 30 minutes or so, but I'm going to change I'm going to take it down. I'm only going to do it for 15 minutes. And again, this isn't necessarily, it will cook it all the way through. It would cook this all the way through. However, I'm really just trying to tenderize it. Squirrel can be very, very tough. So I just want to take this, give it about 15 minutes here, tenderize it. I'm going to let it come up to pressure. Then it'll cook for 15. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then bread it. I'm going to fry it. And then I'm going to toss it in buffalo sauce. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really, really excited for this. I am really craving buffalo wings right about now. Anyway, I'll see you when this is done. All right, so I've got my squirrel out of the Instant Pot. It is fully cooked, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run this through some Kentucky Colonel seasoned flour right here. And I'm going to just pan fry it in butter. And then I'm going to toss it in some buffalo sauce. All right. Now I'm just going to add my buffalo sauce. Just toss this around. All right, let's go eat. All right, there's my buffalo wings, my buffalo squirrel. So I guess without further ado, let's give it a try. All right, obviously it's gonna be a little chewier than chicken, but the Instant Pot did its job. Tenderized it at least a little bit. Let's try one of the front legs here. Gotta be a little careful with the front legs. There's a lot of little bones in them. But that was delicious. It's a little gaminess, but that's to be expected. Again, we are eating a squirrel that was alive 4 hours ago. That Instant Pot, though, definitely did its job. And as you can see, there's pretty much nothing left. All in all, I'd say that was a pretty successful start to the 2026-2027 squirrel season, or I guess hunting season in general. But I want to thank you all so very much for watching. If you're getting ready to go to bed, you have a good night's sleep, and I will see you on the next one.